So, if you are a small business owner, I am sure you have had to stop and think at some point in your business how to accomplish a task, what each step requires of you, and what it looks like to actually follow through in that step to get it accomplished in your business. So, each one of us have started with one small step at some point, whether it's life, whether it's in your business, that small step, that small thought, that first small action item has led us to a big success. So in today's chat, I wanted to take a minute and talk about how small business wins can completely change the trajectory of your business and how important it is to realize that your small thoughts matter. Those small thoughts lead to bigger and bigger decisions, which then lead to bigger and bigger accomplishments. If you are new here, welcome to our channel. My name is Katrina. My business partner Cheryl and I run and own Empower to Profit, where we work with small business owners just like you to help put more of their profits into their pocket. So come along for the ride. Today we are chatting about how the power of the small win can change your entire business. So follow this thought with me. Big beliefs start with small thoughts. Small thoughts are brought to reality by small steps and small actions. Big wins are freaking amazing, especially in business, but also fairly rare. They're usually not happening on a daily basis. You typically don't have a big win every single day of your business. You typically don't have a big win every single day of your life. And if you do, please share with us your wisdom so we can all benefit from knowing how you do that. But today I wanted to specifically focus on the power of the small win, especially inside of a business, and how stopping to recognize those small wins can actually help alter the future of your success in life and in business. Small wins are the building blocks of your big wins. This is a personal interest of mine. I'm always interested on the power of your brain, your thoughts, how it all works with the chemistry of our brains and throughout our whole bodies. So I was reading a business article the other day in the Harvard Business Review that was called The Power of Small Wins. It was written by Teresa Amabile and Stephen Kramer, and it was talking about how small wins often cause outsized internally positive reactions, meaning that small win can give us a huge burst of a win, mirroring the same reaction as if you had an actual big win. So let that sink in. You can have a very small win in your day, in your business, and have the same benefit mentally, chemically, emotionally as you would have as if you had a big win in that day. So upon further reading, I learned about this guy called James Watson, and he wrote a memoir. And in that memoir, he was talking about his journey on discovering the structure of DNA. And when he was doing that study, he actually stumbled upon this principle called the progress principle. And basically saying of all the things that can boost emotions, motivation, perceptions during your workday, the single most important is making progress or a small win or an accomplishment of a small task. And not only that, but the more frequently that people experience that sense of progress, the small win, the more likely you are to be productive in the long run. Just think about that in the long run, whether it's the long run of your day, of your business, of your life. How amazing is that? So in short, a small win leads to more progress. More progress then leads to higher productivity. That higher productivity then leads to bigger returns, which is more money, right? More revenue, more income. So whether you're trying to solve like a major problem or a huge mystery, or simply just produce a high quality product or service, everyday progress, those small wins can make all the difference in how you feel, but also in how you perform continually throughout that day. And then he went on in the article to talk about how the central drive of productivity could be based on the mix of emotion, motivation, and perception. So all of these combined either push us to a higher level of achievement or drag us down. So what does that look like in reality? We always want you to walk away with an action that you can do to implement this in your everyday life. So I want to give you guys a couple things that you can look out for when listening to your inner monologue or the ways that you react throughout your day. It's said that our best days are commonly triggered by our progress, right? And our worst days are typically caused by a setback, which I know personally I can reflect on. Days that I am pumping, I am flying high, it's usually a day that we either close a big client, that I get a ton of stuff checked off my checklist, that we have some kind of really good presentation to a group of business owners, or it's on a day where we take our kids on a family vacation that we've been saving for, something big like that. Those are progress, right? It's things that are moving your life, your business, your happiness forward. So now, days that are hard are typically something where you lose a client. A shipment of your progress gets jacked up and causes all this chaos. Something like that, a setback causes you to have a bad day. So now that we know that, we can take control of our thoughts and emotions when we encounter that setback, because I'm sure we can all agree and relate, especially as small business owners, that setbacks are no stranger to our daily life, right? It's something that we all encounter, usually on a daily basis. There's usually some kind of hiccup or some kind of hurdle that we need to get over that day to keep the business moving forward. So instead of focusing on those setbacks, on those problems, on those hardships, we need to recognize the progress that we've made in that day instead. So I love the saying that when you fail, at least fail forward, right? Meaning, even in your failure, you are one step closer in the right direction. You've learned something. You solved a new problem. So if that problem does come up again, you know immediately how to tackle that. You've created a new process for maybe that situation that happened. So because setbacks are typically out of our control, but perception and how we respond to those setbacks are completely within our control. So once you are in control of your day, you can direct your day to achieve those small wins, which even sometimes lead to a big win. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that helps you regain a little bit of focus, regrounds you a little bit. I know during tax season, things can be a little bit wild. People start feeling a little bit out of control, or you have a lot of tax money due, something like that can cause you to turn into a tailspin. But I encourage you to stay grounded, take control, try and focus on the small win that you can achieve today. So that's all I got for you, but thanks again for joining us today. I hope that was helpful, and let me know what you think. Do you have any small wins that you've accomplished today? We would love to hear about it. And as always, cheers to profit.